Hello, everybody, and welcome back to, I guess, another round of Imperial Diplomacy Blitz that I'm playing again. Today I'm playing with DamienReave,
Hello.
who I've played in games with before. We played in A2 Aster.
I was
And,
the England who was quite effectively and brutally stabbed. So,
yeah, we're gonna be taking it and giving it a go in Blitz. It actually starts in just a minute here. We don't procrastinate starting the recording. That's not how this works. Instead, we try the first time, and then we fail, and then I have to try again. And by we fail, I mean I fail. DamienReave said everything perfectly the first time around.
uh, so looking forward to this. I think that Netherlands has a stronger position, I'd say, in 1.2 than it did in 1, where I kind of felt like in the first map it was a little bit scattered, a little bit difficult in order to kind of consolidate. And I think that the numbers kind of showed that to be true, and just in terms of Netherlands not having a fantastic win rate or participation in uh, impunities. So, you think that the position is stronger here?
Um, kind of. I mean, I think that the position has not really changed in 1.2 and 1.1 because we moved a center from Africa into the Caribbean. So I mean, I just find that the Netherlands generally still has a really low floor and a really high ceiling, and
Mm-hmm.
it's 8 o'clock, so we're gonna start as soon as the announcement comes out.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the announcement to come out. We do already
Yep.
have a message from Poland, Lithuania. So as you can see, this is Firebender. Firebender is cheating, sending a message at 7:59. I, for one, can't believe it.
It's an emoji, not a message. All right. We got some.
That'll be
So
okay.
just for in terms of the split up, KOP is going to be handling the New World and Europe, and I'm going to be mostly focusing on Africa and Asia. So I will leave communication with England to you.
All right, except for Africa, where you guys should probably get something set up.
Yes. And technically India too, but those are relatively minor compared to New World and Europe.
All right, there we go. It goes. All right. Oh my God, there are two pre-typed messages in the Spain channel. I'm not reading that. Okay. Okay, I'm already trying to put the idea in England's head that we should attack France.
Mm-hmm. Falsely, I assume. I should
Yeah,
actually
of
say for
course.
chats for the viewers' benefit that we discussed pre-game that obviously we're going to be very flexible, but I think for the most part we want to be pro France and anti England was our initial impression. Uh, that's not set in stone, but that was our initial thoughts.
Yes. All right. Let's go. Yes. Yeah, I'll talk. I guess I'll go read my Spanish messages now. Okay, so Diamond Archer, Reina Dia España is West Africa and East Asia. Okay, so she's in charge of like the old world, and Baguette is in charge of the new world.
All right, that's cool. I know Baguette from we do a lot of Blood on the Clock Tower together. Obviously, not relevant here, but hopefully that'll help out a bit.
I'm gonna. Spain wants to work together against regionals in South America. I'm gonna say I want. I'm gonna take Japura and put Spain in Madeira because then I can stab Spain easier.
All right, that sounds good. Oh wow, 2 huge messages.
I'm just and then that one is about Southeast Asia, so you can respond to that at your leisure.
Yeah.
Offer the balance in Guadeloupe to Salt because I don't want our colony to die immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I should really go. Yeah, Portugal. There we go. You should go to Portugal. Yeah, there you go. Get the Donny thing secured.
Yeah.
We want this center because it's a pre-core of Portugal. We just want to cripple them in the area forever, even if we're friends.
100%.
What are your thoughts? Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's where you get to bully them.
Mm-hmm. I should probably know what Monado is. Sounds like a center.
It's a center. It's like our one near the Philippines that we have.
Oh yeah. I know. Okay, I know Monado. What are my thoughts on my center? I think it's good I think it looks good in orange. That's what I think.
Finally starting on my coffee. Ugh. Okay, yeah, so Spain was supposing that France is going to take Guadeloupe year 1. I don't really buy that as a thing that happens because I would have to give up a center to make that happen.
Yeah, that doesn't sound...
And I mean, saying that I'll do it and then not is a really good way to make England and France fight without having to, give anything up.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, I'm just agreeing with what most people say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Spain is being really funny, actually, with how much they're deferring to me.
Hey, I mean, if you think that there's opportunities there, I could definitely see taking out Spain's Indonesian holdings. They start small, but they tend to Spain tends to have a really, really strong year two in my experience. So, I mean, I'm not like super keen on early stabbing, but it's possible.
Let's go back to France.
My biggest thing that I want to see is Ayutthaya and Ming fight. It rarely happens, but if it can happen here, it would be amazing.
Okay, I'm just proposing crazy things to France that I'll never do.
don't don't key them in too much. We do want ultimately to be friendly with France, ideally.
Although I say I'm
But
proposing crazy things, I'm saying like, oh, this is the crazy thing Spain probably wants to do, but I didn't propose that.
mm-hmm. Everybody wants to Cotabato, which makes sense. It's kind of a flashpoint. It's the Belgium of the East.
I'm tempted to just immediately, like, not full send, but send the fleet in Amsterdam to Wadensee and then to Kiel and have an army in Bremen or something. I don't know.
So
I could avoid taking Ghent here.
we're abandoning any early hostility against England. I mean, that's
No.
fine, but
Well, there's no, yeah, early hostility against England I think goes poorly.
okay, sounds good.
I'm unsure if I actually want to send the extra unit east. We'll see how Poland responds to me wanting more dots. Probably explicitly tell Portugal now that we want Donny. Otherwise, they'll.
Yeah, I kind of I said that we could give them compensation somewhere else, but made it clear we wanted it.
Did you actually say you wanted Donny?
No, I mean, I said
like
be prepared not to expand too much down there, which is kind of hinting at it at least.
Let them know explicitly. Make sure they don't get confused, because then we'll have problems.
Okay, I will. I'll give it some time to cook, but I'll let them know.
I'm just gonna tell Flair how to handle Africa. I'm gonna say like you go to Ouagadougou. We take Hausa the pointies. Sound about right?
Yeah, without knowing the specifics of the province names, but still.
Okay, Congo is being insistent on talking. I don't know. They're funny.
No, we're not giving up St. Helena. I don't like that at all.
St. Helena. I mean, I don't. I mean, we can't like force stop them year one. I don't want to do that. But I think that you just be just be like, we think, you know, you go for Benguela, we can naturally attack Portugal. See. You gotta frame it as something that's like good for them rather than
Yeah.
Do you want to bounce with England between our two dots in the first season?
In Africa or what?
In Africa, yeah. Between Great Anja and Cormontin.
That's the smarter play. I would kind of prefer to do. If they insist on it, then yes.
They
but
asked.
I would rather kind of head in for like deeper into Africa if possible. But
I mean, I just figured that the armies end up in the
no,
same
I'll
place.
talk with him about it.
Okay. I think the armies end up in the same place, no matter what we do after year one, at least.
Yes. Yeah. I guess that's true. Especially if, yeah, it's fine.
I don't think there's anyone important I'm forgetting to press.
Why does he care so much about Monado?
Which one?
Portugal.
There it is. Oh, it's because you haven't said explicitly it's going to Donnie yet. I could go for Cape Coe. Yeah, no, I'm not. It's not worth it. Okay, hopefully Luxon and Sarcastic Scribe know that the last time Portugal immediately attacked Netherlands in Blitz, the Portugal died, like, very fast.
Mm-hmm. How would we even take Cape Coe? I guess. Through the Atlantic.
Yes, but I don't think it's worth
Okay.
it. We just end up with a really isolated dot for no reason.
Yeah. We don't want. I guess Congo is just as much of a threat with armies to us as they are with fleets. So I don't even really know why I'm pushing this.
Are you pushing them to have armies instead of fleets?
It's almost bad either way.
Well, the armies at least can go east. If they're building fleets, it's only to fight us.
True. Okay, yeah, I'll push for the armies then. We haven't actually gotten oh, maybe we have. I just want to get a specific yes, Danny is okay for you to take out of Portugal.
Okay, and we're gonna have they're not, so it's fun.
So how much are we comfortable with pushing this? Because I really want to take Danny.
Just tell them like we're going for it. Go for Australia. I mean,
Yeah.
if you really want it, just tell them like this is what's happening. We can litigate it in year 2, or in fall, because
Yeah.
if they want to go to Virani, they'll have options and we won't.
Well. uh,
Just gotta
Portugal doesn't seem to be backing down.
just tell them orders are already answered. We can't change them.
Yeah.
Or like wait like 10 seconds and be like, I'm sorry, orders already went through.
Uh,
I wonder if anyone's ever gonna replicate what I did for the orders, which was when I was late in getting them in, I would ping the GM and just be like, the bot's giving me trouble.
especially since it was, published by a meme that you did that. So
Yeah, I did that in the one that Sultan I did as well. I've done that in both games.
all right, my orders are in.
Yeah, orders
Um,
unlocked.
Oh, okay, good. That good thing that I didn't get it. Did they not do? They didn't do a countdown. Okay. Good thing that my orders are in then.
Yep.
It's a little scary that they didn't give any warning. But...
I'm just gonna send a bunch of mixed signals to Guarani.
Mhm.
That's currently the play. Spring moves came out. Excellent. Portugal has decided to. Oh wait, no, that's not excellent. That's annoying. They have the option to stab us in South America, which I don't like. Let's see. England makes no committal moves immediately to kill us. I made sure to push for an English Channel bounce just so Natchez couldn't go to Normandy, so that's good.
Okay.
Get that bounce. Congo's doing everything expected. We're now locked into going for Donnie, which is hilarious.
And it's up to them how much they want to make an issue out of it.
I think. Oh wait, why'd you go to? Okay, that's weird.
What's up?
We have no leverage versus Ayutthaya for next year, pretty much, is what I'm looking at. Because you're going for Flores and Donnie.
Well,
Portugal's going for Australia.
No, I see the argument, but Spain already wants Cotabato, and I just wanted to get our southern flank secured, so
Yep.
we will We'll be dealing with Ayutthaya.
Okay, France is trying to tell us that they're fighting England, but they're obviously not. So I don't know what they expect. Oh wait, Poland. Poland. Yes, this is so funny. Poland went to Caracas, and Spain didn't hedge their bets. They made their moves as if Poland was going to go to Barbados. So
Ooh.
Spain has just lost.
All right, my orders are in. Oh, what's this?
Wow, there were no spring retreats. Who knew?
Yeah, it's actually impossible, I think, right?
Probably, yeah. I haven't looked at it too extensively.
All right, my orders are in. Now up to press.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like we're going to be dealing with an EF here probably, which is annoying, but not unexpected.
Yeah, that's really problematic in the Carib, but maybe we can work together with Spain.
Yeah, either that or I can just try to get them to be broken up. Let's see, what's a crazy order I can issue for Philadelphia? I'm going to send that one to Moscow. I'm just lying to Portugal right now, I think.
That's fine.
But I figured they needed something.
Mm-hmm.
So they get lies. I have no comprehension of Portuguese moves in Africa. What? And France went to the Indian Ocean. I don't know if France is like not very good or setting up or trying to set up for like an early attack on us or like what the idea is here. No idea.
In which theater are you talking about?
Like Indian Ocean.
Oh. I was looking at the European moves and I was like, they seem pretty standard. Uh, Well, Portugal and England seem pretty coordinated. I assume. Where does Reunion go? Huh. I mean, I guess they could be. No, Sumatra would be crazy for them to go to. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they bounce Portugal and Maldives. Maldives.
Do you mind if I propose anti-Portugal to France?
No, it's the. They go for it. Like, I don't want to sink all of our potential cooperation with Portugal right away, but if they seem hostile to us, then
Okay,
I guess we got to do what we got to do.
Committed to moving to Donny, so that's fun.
Really?
Let's see. Yep.
And this is why you don't commit to anything hard, because Portugal decided to die on a hill over a single dot,
Yeah.
and
So I'm
England's.
proposing I'm proposing that France. I'm proposing that France and us stab Portugal, but I'm also proposing that England and us stab France. So we'll see how it goes. All the knives flying everywhere.
I think
Oh,
England
he
and
conceded.
France.
He conceded. He conceded.
Okay, phew.
I don't know if they actually conceded. They might just be going for Maritstad. We'll see. I mean, if they do, they just lose anyways. So...
We want to push England on their build in Kormaten. I feel like we probably want a fleet out of them. I don't know. It's tough.
I can tell Salt, like, what do you think about... Or not Salt, Flare.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about a fleet?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what the plan is with this colony in Africa, just because it's a fairly new... It's a fairly major change on the board. If we just flood the area with armies...
I mean, I think we build one fleet,
or...
one army. We make England build a fleet, and then we get it going pretty easily.
Okay, so we probably want the army in Great Ardra and the fleet in Fernando Po then. Take Sao Tome.
Don't want the army in Fernando Po because it's closer to the front line.
The front line was Congo, or?
Congo, yeah.
Okay. I mean, in theory, Congo is going to be a strong ally for us against Portugal, but that's a theory.
Yeah.
And not a reality.
England's bringing North Atlantic Ocean to South Atlantic Ocean. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm assuming that's Portugal negotiation. Okay, I think England does want to kill us. Just my vibes. I don't know. So weird. Okay, I'm told that we're doing 5-minute warnings, but we definitely didn't have a 5-minute warning. I'm just gonna say okay and leave it at that.
Oh, wow. Moves are out.
Wait, what? No, that was spring moves. This is...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, yes, moves are out.
False start. I'm blind. Sorry. And blind and illiterate, which is a bad combo.
Yeah, I mean, it's really bad if you're blind, but you still can't read. I mean, most blind people can read.
Yeah. I do.
Okay. Algernon and Abyssinia are both asking how we feel about Congo, so they might be up for like anti-Congo shenanigans.
Well, if we're going against Portugal, we really can't afford to fight Congo.
Like Portugal
Is
did
my
actually.
thought process.
Portugal actually did concede on Dani though. They decided to concede,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I honestly prefer to ally Portugal, especially if they're willing to concede. So
Yeah, I mean they already conceded, so I don't think we have to fight them anymore. I mean they should be busy elsewhere in South America. I'm just gonna keep drinking coffee.
I'm not sure how good this noise suppression is. Do you hear me eating chips? Should I mute or?
I don't hear
good?
you eating chips.
Okay, sounds good.
I
I hate to be eating chips your whole
balance.
stream and have
It's just
mean
like
YouTube
crunch.
comments.
Okay, I'm ordering Inuit to make England and France fight. Make shit up. I mean, if these moves were not planned, then it's obviously a fight. But like, that was definitely a planned bounce. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I guess the issue that I have with the fleet in Africa is that it feels like it just sits in Sao Tome, and if we are allied, I mean, I guess we could bring it to bear against England potentially, but it's just not the most dynamic or versatile unit. Whereas two armies, there's a lot of flexibility. It could go against Ottomans. It could go into the big colonial Thunderdome over in West Africa. I kind of prefer.
Portugal misordered. I just realized Portugal misordered in spring and put Arguin to Ualada when it doesn't border. So Arguin's gonna get no build.
Whoops.
Oopsie. You get nothing.
I need to be pushing Ming a bit more.
Alright, I'm just telling France to stab England. Again.
All right, Ming has tentatively agreed to put down quote unquote lots of armies, so we'll see what they do.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they just make like armies on Ayuthai's border and attack them, I will not have any complaints.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Ayutthaya and Mughals should also be at each other's throats because we're taking Andaman Islands guaranteed. So the Kolkata fleet doesn't know where to go now that Mughals has committed it like this.
That's a good point.
Like, if they were a little bit... If they had gone to Orissa, they could have been annoying, but they didn't, so they won't. Wait, did we get Okinawa? Oh my god, we did get Okinawa. How did we get Okinawa? What?
What do you mean?
Like, Ming didn't go for Okinawa. They moved Nanjing to...
I asked them not to.
they just said, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they seem on board with an army-heavy presence.
I mean, that's the hallmark of a really good player is when someone tells you to do something, you just do it, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Just throwing fuel on the fire. There you go. Do you like my my move with Philadelphia? Moves are out. Okay.
All right. So Portugal did not in fact bounce us. That's nice.
Nice.
Wow, that's quite. What is that?
Philadelphia to Moscow.
That's a firebender move if I've ever seen one.
Okay, so builds will be doing like 10 minutes probably.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell France to build a fleet on the Atlantic.
Why did both Portugal and wow, that's not great. Portugal could potentially build in Macau and get up to 2 in that area.
That's fine. We don't care because that's just more chaos.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, yeah, Ming gambled and Ming lost. Ooh, coughing.
I don't know why they didn't just take Macau, but I'm not.
Congo is asking about builds, by the way. Probably just tell them straight up, like, we don't want armies to be friends or something. Because they did bounce Abyssinia. Congo is picking a fight with Abyssinia here. And
Alright.
It's like all we can ask for, I think. Although a fleet can take Sao Tome for us, which would be pretty nice. Oh, people have retreats? I'll imagine. Couldn't be us.
Imagine getting dislodged.
Imagine. That's something. Okay. I'm gonna put London and North Sea, which makes me kind of nervous.
I'm going to ask England if there's any way they could make some concessions to the Mughals, just because I want the Mughals helping us against Ayutthaya.
I doubt they will, but no harm in asking, I guess. I just feel like that makes it more likely to leak than anything.
Well, I won't say anything about Ayutthaya. I mean, a smart player. A smart player would obviously be able to intuit it, but still.
Yoink. Okay, yeah, how many builds do we have then? Plus 14? We doubled. It makes me kind of nervous that we doubled, but yeah, I mean, we build everywhere, I guess.
Here's the thing about Blitz, is I don't think that there's no time to like properly coalition people, so I feel like you just stand on the gas pedal in Blitz. Like, there's no point in slow playing it.
I mean, Sultan and I did get coalitioned in the last Blitz, so...
Well, I mean, when you say coalition, I just mean like to properly coalition and coordinate, is what I'm saying.
Okay. I'm gonna build a fleet and an army in Europe, I think. I don't want to hard commit either way.
I'm really torn about putting down a fleet in Africa or not. I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's very strong pros and cons to both directions.
I'm gonna put a fleet down in Maritstad so we have some flexibility. Wait, Poland went +4? Okay.
Is there any merit to waiving a build here?
I don't think so. It's Blitz.
Okay. Just because I'm not... If I put down a fleet in Formosa, I just don't really know what I'm doing with it. I mean, I guess I can bring it south against Ayutthaya.
It's
but
probably the play. Or, like, use it with Portugal to do something stupid. Oh, it's retreats, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he's like, please fix this order and try again. God damn it, no response from France. I feel like it might be forced into cooperation with England if France doesn't want to actually talk about their builds. Oh, Poland got dotted in Danzig. I just realized.
Well, you could have used Ghent in order to support yourself into Moscow. That was a pretty big miss.
Hmm. God damn it, France. They're not responding to my request to coordinate builds. They also didn't stab Portugal. Okay, Salt is saying that they're all in on attacking France.
Is cooperating with Salt really our best play?
I mean, France doesn't, like...
Well, true. If France isn't cooperating or
I just think that
communicating,
France is not going to be reliable, or at least, I know Salt won't be reliable.
Mhm.
But, like, you know... I'm gonna see what they build, basically.
I really, really like the Year 1 convoy by Spain from Gibraltar to Tangiers. I think that's an incredibly strong play. One that I wish I had done in my Spain game.
Okay, I'm just building ambiguously so I can commit to whoever I want to commit to and win.
Yeah.
Okay, I messaged Spain about attacking Poland, but Spain has just not responded. So I guess that's probably not happening.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, there was a misorder?
Yeah,
Oh, he went to
England
Mithra. I was gonna say
misordered their
Mithra.
fleet, it looks like.
Why is... Okay, Aymara thinks they didn't double, but they doubled. So, like... Come on. Okay,
Right, so we're not...
I've got France to commit to building Fleet Nantes and Fleet Port Royal.
So we're not committed against England in any way, right? Like we still might be
I have
strongly allied with them.
all of our builds are ambiguous.
Yeah. So I don't know what I'm doing with Fleet Ceylon today.
I'm seeing if France is gonna build, because if France commits to this and builds fleets in Nantes and Port Royal, then we've induced a fight between England and France, and that would just be so funny. Let's see. Ironside wants to know if we're trading dots. Also, we can enter builds now, finally.
Okay.
If things go well, we could put down 2 more units in North America next year and have 4, or I guess 3 armies and a fleet kind of wandering around, which would be really funny. We have Azeron. Okay, Azeron and Abyssinia both want us to attack Congo, which feels very much like we have every option we like.
Yeah. So socially, I think I like Congo more, but I think strategically, position-wise, Congo just needs to die.
Yeah,
like they're the middleman. And if we're not fighting the colonials because we're trying to stay neutral on all that stuff, at least for now, or uncommitted to all that stuff, at least for now, then I think Congo is the play.
Mm-hmm.
What am I missing? I've only got 5 foragers in. 5 builds in. Oh, right, Africa. So I'm just gonna go 1 army, 1 fleet.
If we get France and England to both stab each other, do we commit to either side? Like, I don't know that we do.
I mean, we can make vague words to both sides and then just do nothing.
I mean, am I thinking? I'm debating whether to build an army in Utrecht or a fleet, because if I don't build an army in Europe, then it's very telegraphed to England that I'm hostile. But like an army doesn't have much to do.
I think 1 army. I guess we already have the 1 army. I would probably put down an army just for the sake of having it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna walk east.
You can't really pretend that. Yeah, exactly like you said. It's just so telegraphed to England if you don't.
I do have a commitment from Poland to support us into Kiel, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Ming says Portugal is asking to stab us, so that's a good sign. We just stab them first, right?
So we are hostile to Portugal?
I don't know that we're like definitely hostile to Portugal. I just think like that's how we generally handle this type of thing.
Yeah.
I love fear-mongering salt. It's so effective. I mean, we'll see if it's effective on builds, but it feels really effective. I just noticed your message in Netherlands, Russia.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like this couldn't possibly be going better. I mean, if Portugal really is, assuming that, I think it's now multiple people that have told us that Portugal's hostile to us, right? Ming is one. Is there another person?
I don't think so.
Okay, if it's just Ming, then it could be a lie. But if it was two people, then I'd say it's 100%.
Hmm.
Portugal is, or Ming is asking to go halvesies on Portugal's dots, which is like, you can have them both, man. Like, I'm not interested in mainland Asia, but I mean,
If
I'll
you're
take
off,
half.
yeah, if you're off,
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna say no. In fact, I'm actually a lot happier that they're pushing that instead of pushing the Tokugawa line, because I don't really see Tokugawa going well.
Did the Qing only go +2? Yeah, oh, +3. Okay. Yeah.
I remember when I watched the one where you and Captain Meme were playing together.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple times you kept saying, I feel like I'm not talking to people enough. And I was like, man, that's some crazy anxiety or whatever. But I'm 100% feeling that right now. I feel like, what could I be doing more?
You got a message from England. That's what you
Yeah.
This is Flair. Oh my god.
Can you support me into Monterey? I mean, I'm happy to commit to doing that, just to make them less likely to be making hostile plans to us, and I may even actually do it. Should I say to England, Portugal seems to be fairly hostile to us?
No. England will leak out to Portugal because England will want us to fight.
All right, sounds good. I was about to, but then I was like, I might not want to push that narrative.
Do we want to tell Portugal that Ming wanted to fight us or what? Or do we just... I mean, I think we already know that Portugal and Ming hate each other, so it doesn't really benefit that much.
But that's the thing. I don't understand why Ming didn't just take the center. Why not take Macau? They held with that unit. It makes no sense.
Yeah. I mean, well, they thought that Portugal would move back, so they wanted Portugal to move the fleet in so they wouldn't be able to build and they'd get everything. But it didn't happen that way. Want me to tell Portugal that we're going anti-IU?
Yes, I do. I want everyone to think that Ayutthaya is just 100% cooked, doomed. Because I want people going in on them, vulturing that corpse.
I'm telling Sweden a bunch of very nice things, but I'm going to be taking Kiel from him. I just don't want him to have a heads up about it.
Yeah.
Of course, he did double, so. Want me to tell? Yeah, Portugal is asking all these complicated tactical questions about the Indies. Tokugawa said he's attacking us for Okinawa here, so that's fun.
Really?
Yeah, just told us straight up.
How does he plan on doing that?
By building a fleet in Osaka. I mean, if we commit to defending it, he just can't. So.
Yeah.
I think that telling us was probably a bad decision as things go.
I don't want to say anything. Like, if we offer Tokugawa to work together with them against Ming, it would obviously be a lie, but they also might just leak it to Ming, and I'd rather not even give them that ammunition. So.
Yeah, I mean, if they're the type who's gonna I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you, I think we just be like, LMAO, you get nothing, L.
Yeah.
Okay, what do builds look like? Did France build those fleets? It doesn't look like France built those fleets. No, France did not build those fleets. France built armies. England and France are not hostile.
Looks like we're pro-England.
It looks like England is not anti-France. England did not build in Portland. So I think we're... I hate this. England put an army in Cormantin as well. Yeah,
Portugal built in Macau.
Nice. I think we're just facing an EF.
Makes the most sense. We don't have to help England into Madurai if we're not looking to be friendly with them.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't help them. I wouldn't help them. Ayutthaya built a bunch of fleets, so I think we know what they're doing. Oh yeah, you forgot to build the fleets. Oh yeah, you forgot to build the fleets, France. I totally believe you. Yes, you forgot. Wow.
Mm-hmm. So
silly.
So forgetful.
Yeah, so silly, France. Just so silly and forgetful. Well, this will go about as well as we think it'll go, which is terribly.
Portugal built 2 armies in India. I feel like that's really promising for us working together with them. Maybe we're not anti-Portugal. Yeah.
Can I openly pitch the anti-England thing now?
Yeah, go for it. All right. Wait, Abyssinia only got one build? God damn.
Yeah, they got bullied. Are we sending Ceylon to Gulf of Madar? I don't know. Probably not, actually.
Alright, so yes, no, we're fighting England.
Yes.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, we're fighting Congo as well then, because that means we can't. We need to be working together with Portugal.
Yep. Yeah, Portugal put a fleet in Salvador, which means they're probably not attacking us. I mean, I don't expect them to attack us. I mean, they didn't put anything in Sao Paulo, so we'll see. They're not hostile to Guarani. We know that much. Oh, wait, there's an extra province here. What? Okay. Spain putting a second army in there is annoying, but workable. I'm gonna go to... Who do you think organized this coalition? If there's a coalition against us, who do we want to leak that we know about the coalition? Like, do we tell England, hey, France told me about this coalition being organized? Probably not, because France committed to build. But I go to France.
Ming already told us about it. Like, genuinely.
But like, how do we leak this properly? I mean, we need to not be like murderized. So, England and Portugal already hostile. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna bet on England not being hostile, or at least being spooked out of being hostile.
Mm-hmm.
If France does go along with this, they're gonna get brutally stabbed later. We have Portugal asking if we want to support Mughals into Andhra Coast, which is anti-England. I figure we're not doing that. We already have agreed to do other things.
Yeah. Ceylon is going to go for Myanmar.
Are there any better tactics in North America? Not really. I do just die if we get committed to by England. So I think we just kind of. You're not making any openly hostile moves towards England, right?
Nope. None.
Okay, then we can.
Okay. I'd have to change one move, which is Great Ardra to Nazi.
Unless you want to propose a bounce there or something. I don't know. Actually, no, they wouldn't like that.
No, they wouldn't. Yeah. So if you want me to change that move, let me know before the deadline.
Probably change it. It's tough because I don't think I think it's about a 30% chance we can work with England, but like.
All right, I'm just gonna have it hold then.
All right. Yeah, because I don't think it's particularly likely, but I also don't think we can just cast that possibility aside like it's nothing.
Yeah. My fleets are kind of bottlenecked here, actually. Are we pro or anti-Spain?
I don't care about Spain.
All right.
So you said we're anti-Congo, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna bring a fleet into SAO then. one's in Guaya? Where's Guaya? Am I blind? I swear to God, if this France not building their fleets for 18 England was genuinely like a forget or a misorder, I'm gonna be annoyed. What do we not need? Oh, we have Flores still unordered. Probably just hold that one as a garrison against Portugal. Or like have it core, probably.
Which one? Which
Flores,
unit?
near Portugal in their southern
Yeah, Flores doesn't have... Yeah, I like garrisoning.
Just core. Make them think that they're secure or whatever, because we're going to be sitting still.
I swear I spent half my time looking to find the channel that I'm looking for.
Yeah. Are we gonna be anti-Spain? Are you attacking Philippines?
You're asking me, so I assume you can go either way on it.
Either way, yes.
I have so many fleets in the area. I just need a target.
Okay.
So I think yes. The answer is yes. Like, I'm literally bottlenecked to the point where there's no further moves I can make. Actually, wait. I just thought of a way.
Okay. Well, I entered an order to help Aymara.
All right, sounds good.
Got fun questions from Ayutthaya about going for port still, but I don't know what that is. Oh, Portugal. Hey, who knows?
We could probably ignore Ayutthaya moving forward. They're not going to be happy with us. Oh, you wanted me to... Oh, yeah. Great Archer's already holding. All right.
All right. We'll gamble it. I'm just giving the commentary team some good updates on our thought process, which is we are making risky moves.
Should probably talk with Tokugawa. How long do we have? 2 minutes.
Okay, hopefully Aymara does what he says, because I want a buffer state against Spain. I'm ordering a stab on France. I'm kind of being optimistic with England.
Spain seems very permissive. Either they just are really, really like lackadaisical, or they're just saying whatever makes us happy and are planning a stab. So,
yep.
I don't really know the players well enough to judge that. I feel like it would be a really bad stab on their part.
It would be really bad.
Yeah, we've got like infinity fleets down here. So, I don't know, I'm just going to assume that they're telling us the truth and are kind of lackadaisical players until presented with evidence otherwise.
Mm-hmm. I'm forcing myself into Southern Bite just in case England's going for it to make sure it bounces. I have to hedge. England keeps claiming that they're going to attack France. You're sorry. Whatever. I'm changing our orders last second to be anti-Spain more.
Alright. Fine by me. Like I said, I have weird vibes from their press, so
yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked if they stepped.
I'm expecting to just be stabbed by everybody here, honestly. Such is the nature.
Expect the worst, and you'll be happy when it's not quite that bad.
Now that I'm playing, I just think Dutch is not well suited to Blitz, to be entirely honest.
Spring starts. Yep. And orders locked. Okay.
I just think that Dutch, you need to kind of build up like diplomacy over a couple of days to really like trying to solidify yourself as like an actual power, and we we don't have that long.
Mm-hmm. Right, so Tokugawa is telling us that Spain is looking to take Okinawa, which I don't really see a huge reason for them to lie about that, so I'm thinking that hostile being anti-Spain is smart, despite their press.
Yep.
I kind of wish I had done Great Ardra to not see now, but hopefully something positive happens with England.
Mm. I guess as soon as hostile, I shouldn't have moved Japura to Shipibo. Should have moved to Huitoto. But either way, let's see. Oh, no, Spain didn't make hostile moves towards us, actually. Let's see, did England stab us? Oh my god! Oh my god, England is a friend. Oh my god, England's a friend. Oh my god.
Alright, good thing I did not attack them then. Spain bounced us out of Halmahera after saying they wouldn't, so Spain is distinctly anti-us.
Hmm.
Ming is allied with Ayutthaya. Mughals are friendly towards us.
Well, England committed to be anti-France, so I'm very happy. Oh my god.
Portugal.
Actually, he didn't really commit.
Portugal misordered again. Congo now knows that we are hostile to them.
Yep. I mean, we got an easy like dot support from Abyssinia, so.
Yep. Okay. I think this is pretty good overall. The worst news is Ming being pro Ayutthaya and Spain being anti us.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, everything seems to be going fairly well. Mughals helped us out as well. Let me say thank you to them for that.
How is it not an EF? I thought for sure France was just like being completely manipulated by England.
Mughals are happy with England as well, so that's good. So I should tell England that I'm supporting them then?
Yes, we're helping England right now. They also
Alright.
hard committed to a fight against Spain, so it all works.
Oh wait, no, I would have to support them against Portugal, which we can't afford to do, right?
Find a way to misorder, like type Madras or
All
something.
right.
Find a way to misorder, and then we'll
Sounds
tell England.
good.
We'll just tell England that was intentional. Okay, that all works. Portugal.
Damn.
Oh, Portugal stabbed us in South America. Feel free to fight them.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, Portugal is stabbing us. They're also going for Flores.
So we're hot. Alright, well, that makes my position easier, if not more opportunistic, because now I have plenty of targets down here. It's basically everyone. Portugal, Spain, and Ayutthaya. And Tokugawa, and Ming. Well, okay.
Oh my god, Mapuche brutally stabbed Guarani. Got every
I think
move
we're
off.
losing.
Oh, you were losing Flores. Unless they misorder,
Yeah.
so you just use... Yeah, we use Donnie to go to Coral Sea and just hope and pray. Yep, that's an Iberian alliance against us. Although, to be honest, and Luzon Strait, so hard to say. I don't know. This is all weird. But, like, Portugal's attacking Spain elsewhere. They're just attacking everybody.
Oh, we're still in retreats. Okay.
Okay, I'm really glad England is friendly, because if England was not friendly, I think we would be, like, we'd get murdered right here.
Yeah. I'm hoping that the Spain-Portugal thing falls apart pretty quickly.
I mean, Portugal did... What did Portugal do? They did something hostile. They're moving north towards Spain. Oh, no, they're trading Canaries for Rabat. That's not hostile.
Mm-hmm. I think we can... Maybe. I wish I had more time to think about tactics, honestly. I guess we do have plenty of time to think about tactics.
Yeah.
Retreats aren't even over yet. Alright, I need to choose my priorities here.
What are the different priorities?
Do I focus on Portugal or do I focus on Ayutthaya? I feel like Ayutthaya is going to be persistently hostile to us, whereas the Portugal-Spain thing might flip, so...
Yeah.
I should probably focus on Ayutthaya.
Yeah, Spain definitely has two different brains, because the North American one made all moves that are friendly to us, and the everywhere else they move moves that indicate they hate our guts and want us to die. So, like, I don't know. It shouldn't be surprising that we got stabbed by Portugal, I will say.
No, that's true. It kind of was an unexpected happiness thing, and then it didn't work out, so...
I just don't know why they're
They
hard committing
were
to a
not
war
pleased with us.
Like, there's no... Like, I mean, I know they're not happy with us or whatever, but there's literally no reason to hard commit to a war like this. They just lose. I mean, maybe they don't lose, they win a little bit, but they lose long term because they don't have a good friend to help them in all their needs. Also because I'm going to build another army in South America.
Do you think I should just leave Great Ardra as a garrison against England, or are we, like, very sure on England?
I mean, just move it. Use it for whatever you can justify using it for. There is... If we are stabbed by England, it is over no matter what at this moment.
Alright, sounds good. I mean, doesn't sound good, but, you know.
I'm gonna do press Blitz with Portugal. I'm gonna try to get them to back off the stab. If they back off the stab, then we don't have to worry about them anymore.
Okay.
just press Blitz, get them to back off the stab, and then stab them harder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, France is asking to de-escalate, so I think France genuinely wants to work together now, but I'm still going to stab them.
Yeah, France is not in a particularly strong spot, so I'm fine with this.
Okay, I'm gonna lie to them. Okay, Portugal claims they're going to back off the stab. I don't believe them at all.
All right.
So I'm just seeing if I can magic them into getting no stabby.
Do you need anything from me? Because my orders are pretty resolved.
I don't think so. I'll let you know if I do.
Alright, sounds good. I'm gonna just focus on making positive press with people then.
Okay, I'm just telling Uchishone that Spain won't have builds to get them to attack them.
Sounds good. I'm really trying to flip Ming as far as being anti-Ayutthaya. I should probably talk with Spain.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you. I'm just gonna say, like, bounce to you. Do you want to tell Spain that their hostility got leaked by, like, Portugal?
Yeah.
Do you want to say Portugal leaked it? You were told by Portugal.
I'll say it.
Okay. France supported England to the channel. That's the funny thing. They supported, like, the guy who's trying to stab them in the back and kill them. What an idea. What a concept. What an intelligent idea. Oh, God. Get those in. You should make sure that get Abyssinia to support you to hold in Mandara and then push Nuri down to Luongo. Right?
There's a couple different ways. I think I just want to support Mandara with Nuri and ensure that I get the dot off them and then see where they disband. I'm also supporting Abyssinia, or sorry, Acheron into Banda.
Okay.
Also, we have another unit coming with Great Archer going to Oyo, so not too worried about it. My moves are still pretty anti-Portugal. Should I change them?
No, anti-Portugal is good.
Alright.
How long do we have for orders? 8 minutes. Okay. I have to make some guesses about what Portugal's doing in Indonesia, but I feel reasonably sure I can see it, what their plan is. Okay, Ming's press is nonsense because they literally cannot do anything to Portugal in this position. We got England asking about orders in India. Also, what's the Gulf of Guinea? Oh. Yeah. I just figured, like, C dot, take dot. I'll just put that in.
Mughals seem very happy with us.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I don't think that Sarfat is lying when she says that our moves saved our game.
Yeah, I know. Mughals are, I think, one of the powers that's most likely to just be utterly crippled in the opening year and just really struggle to recover.
Yeah, and the fact that she feels like she owes us now is good because it means whenever we have a problem with England, we have a good lever to push to be like, okay, England, you die.
Yeah, and plus, it's good to have someone strongly on our side against Ayutthaya.
Yeah. Well, I just finished my coffee, so... You know what time it is now?
Victory time?
No, well, I'm going to open a soda. I'm debating whether I want the opening of the soda to be on the microphone in the recording or not.
This is a pro gamer move. Watch me lock in. You've done a lot of press with France. Holy crap.
Yeah. I've really been trying to manipulate them, and they still did everything that England wanted, and then it got stabbed by them. Like, like really? I'm just gonna tell Russia mayhaps that will attack England. I don't know. If Russia telling us to do stuff is not something I'm particularly worried about. I also think that what we do need to do here is we need to somehow find a way to get France, like, really on side, so that we can actually, because we're going to have to stab England soon, I think.
Really?
Because at the rate they're going, England's getting Ireland, they're getting Spitsbergen, they're going to get probably 2 dots.
Mughals would be happy to help us against England in India, but
Yeah.
I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Okay.
So you really think we need to stab England, huh?
We're gonna have to at some point.
Well, at some point.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Italia is so surprised that we're like not friends here. I mean, like,
Yeah,
like you built 3 fleets, buddy. What do you think was gonna happen?
Right.
So new moves. Let's see. Okay. Oh wow, that actually works out pretty well. Yeah, Portugal still decided to stab us. No surprises. That's why I still decided to stab them. Oh,
Yeah.
France did everything I said, and I'm just conquering their colony in South America. Oh
Right.
no,
Well-
France.
Oh, wonderful. Italia and Spain are allied. Ugh.
France be crippled.
What?
What
Well-
the fuck happened? What? England... They moved to London because they were... Okay, Flair... If you're hearing this, Flair, that was stupid. That was stupid. He moved English Channel back to London because he was worried I was gonna stab him. Hello?
Damn.
Hello?
So yeah, things didn't go great on my front.
Yeah, I mean,
How are we on builds?
Let's see. Dot scoreboard.
Well,
+0. That's not good.
no, that's terrible.
That's -1 in South America. No, it's actually +0 because I took a French dot.
I guessed wrong on Flores. Spain locked us out of Banjarmasin. Man, things went really poorly. I kept Okinawa at least. Wow. England went +7? Holy crap.
Yeah. Well, this is what happens when Portugal decides to go stab us for no reason. Like, hello? Okay, then.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this is not good.
Well, we can leverage England's strength right here. Actually, it looks like Portugal was helping England. That's not good.
How is Portugal... Oh, Portugal got tricked into helping England again.
In India, at least. Man, guessing wrong on the Flores thing really hurts. You got the Moristad retreat?
I'm still thinking about it. How long do we have for that? Oh, a minute. Oh my god.
Give 'em a minute.
Can we open this image? I'm gonna bring it forward. Enter the item in C1. Maybe we want to disband something so we have a build.
I will.
I'm gonna disband Maritstad because I would bring it back to South Sebastião anyways. I think.
Okay.
Unless actually, can you disband? If you disband Andam and C, then I can rebuild in South America, in South Sebastião.
All right, I'll
retreat.
disband.
Okay, I don't bring Maritstad. There.
Wait, do you really need me to disband Animancy?
South America would just get bogged down otherwise.
All right, that's fine.
We can guarantee to get a dot back next year if we have the build in South Sebastião.
I mean, yeah, okay. I think we're gonna need. Man, this is tough. I don't really understand how we ended up on the wrong side of the Spain-Portugal thing, but
I don't know. We were only friendly to them. I don't like playing with Luxon very much. I don't think.
I mean, the Portugal, I understand the hostility, but not Spain.
Yeah, I guess.
So let's try. I'm gonna try to flip Spain more. They've already made promises and broken them, but.
Okay, England did stab Mughals, so that's annoying. Alright, what is it? +1 then with build. Woo! +1.
What are your thoughts on the Pooch? Or Mapuche, however you say it.
They're getting big, and we should get them to fight Portugal, I guess.
Okay. Ooh. I kept Mandara at least.
Oh, we've got Oot to commit to stabbing Spain, at least in press. Let's see, +1. Okay.
Sick. Congo went -1. Wonder if we can talk them into disbanding a fleet.
Okay, Portugal claims they just wanted Flores here, but they literally just get like murdered by Mapuche. So I don't comprehend that argument because it doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna ping that guy.
Sometimes honesty is the best policy. They offered me your center, so what was I supposed to do?
Say no. I wasn't gonna say no.
Oh man, that fleet in Gulf of Mannar looks real lonely. We have to push England.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we just bribed Spain into stabbing Ayutthaya and stab them again for their centers, I think.
Yeah. Is anything that Spain is saying indicating they might actually back off?
Spain is... I don't know. I guess they're saying that they want to attack Ayutthaya now. I mean, I think we just say okay and we enter this report and we see if they do it. Ayutthaya is also asking if we're going to stop attacking them. I figure you also just say yes.
I got it.
Yeah. Best friends.
I think my play in Indonesia is just to try to sit on the centers that we have and see where things shake out, because anything else, until we actually know that Ayutthaya or Spain or Portugal or somebody is backing off of us, then holding the ground is the best we can hope for.
Probably, unless we have. I mean, I think that Ayutthaya might be genuinely offering to support us into Banjarmasin, which would be pretty good, like generally speaking. Because then we can stab him for Sambas as well if we really want to. It would be funny. Alright, I'm going to return in just a moment.
All right.
Alright, let's see the builds. I assume they're like bad for us in some way. Okay, Congo didn't disband a fleet, so yes. And England put an army in Coromantun instead of a fleet. I assume we're getting stabbed. That is the default assumption I'm going to operate under.
Ouch. They disbanded Benguela.
Yeah, they're just surrendering to Portugal for whatever reason.
That is very bad.
England put a fleet in Oxford, but not a fleet in Plymouth, which is not an ideal sign.
Spain didn't build near me, so that's good.
Okay, Portugal put an army there. Yeah. Okay, this is workable. don't know what to do here. I feel like positionally we have to stab England, but like
That sounds like a pretty terrible idea at this point.
But like we literally just like die, I think, if we do that.
Yeah.
I think in the long term we just get completely run over. Unless we do it.
It's your call.
Do we even get anything out of stabbing England? Like, I don't think so. We literally just get nothing. Oh, Ayutthaya put a fleet on the west coast of Nakhon Sea. So I don't think Ayutthaya is not genuine in wanting to work with us. So cooperate with Spain.
There's nothing that we can do together with. I mean, I guess. No, Banjarmarson can't even support us into Sambas if we wanted to. So.
Yeah, it can, because that's an island in Banca, so it can still support into Sambas.
It still has a coastline like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. I'm not sure why I thought that. Anyway. Portugal's claiming to work together with us now after hard stabbing us.
Yeah, no, I'm just feeding him bullshit.
Okay, so we're not actually doing this.
No, I'm taking back my stock.
Where'd you land on stabbing England?
We're not gonna.
Not yet.
No, we
all right.
Have.
England can't even really help us back into Ceylon here.
No, England's not a very useful ally, but we're allied to them just for the just so they don't kill us. The problem is they might kill us anyways. Also, as promised, I'm gonna open the can on the mic because why not? I don't know if it'll go through Discord, but because noise suppression. But
nice, very very satisfying sounding.
I think it peaked my mic, so I don't know if it's gonna show up.
No, I heard it.
Okay. I think Spain might support me into Cap Haitian, which would be really, really useful. Because then maybe I can also get Saint Domingo and have a 4-center core in the Caribbean.
That would be nice.
Congo's being stupid. I'm not going to respond. I was going to respond, and I'm like, there's no point.
No, they needed to disband a fleet if we're gonna make peace with us.
I mean, do we just keep like hard committed to attacking France?
I mean, I'm of the mindset that we need some allies.
You're just gonna make England our permanent ally.
I mean, permanently allying with Salt sounds like a terrible plan, but I don't see what other options we have.
We're gonna get sad later in the game. I don't. Like I have nothing.
We need centers now.
And we'll definitely pay for it. Okay, what's the Europe situation looking like? Okay. Okay, well, France did back off of Ghent, which gives me some good flexibility here. Do we want to empower Austria a lot more than it already is?
I consider Austria to be very low on the threat threshold, so I tend to be okay with that.
Okay, I'm just gonna empower Austria then. Spring moves in 10 minutes. Okay.
Where are we on Spain? We think that they might actually be.
I think that we kind of just have to see, like, hope that Spain is going to be friend.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Because I don't believe Aymara if they said the sky is blue.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that.
Spain promised to support Miranda's Sambas.
Yeah, we take it. What is a Baracoa? What is that? Oh, there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Spain's just getting ran over by England. England is running everybody over right now, and I don't know what we can do about it.
I don't think we have the bandwidth to really even worry about balance of power stuff right now.
Yeah.
God damn, they could not have chosen easier names to type for some of these provinces.
Oh, we're having a good time. I assess that England stabs us here with a probability of 30%.
I mean, if England stabs, it's over. It's Jover.
Oh, yeah. Okay, those are my moves done, I think. Yeah.
How long do we have?
Let's see. Good question. In 5 minutes.
Okay. That's plenty of time.
If Aymara stabs here and gets lucky, then it goes poorly, but I don't think they do. I gotta make a decision. Are we helping Spain or are we helping Aymara?
I think we help Spain.
Okay.
We need to flip somebody between Spain and Portugal, and my moves are intensely hostile towards Portugal, so
Yeah, no, Portugal.
I
don't trust Portugal at all.
then I think we just have to bank on Spain.
We'll be gambling. Okay, if things go really well this year, we can get like +5, and if they don't, then we don't.
Yeah, I'm not planning on making a ton of gains here. All orders are in. I'm gonna go take a quick bio.
Right.
So for an overview on how I'm doing poorly, I think it mostly comes down to Ming, which I actually do trust that they will be friendly to us, and Spain, which I'm much less confident on.
Yeah. Yeah, this has all gone not ideal, I think is the proper phrasing for this type of thing.
Yeah. The Portugal hostility, I definitely think is predictable, but manageable. The Spain hostility, less so.
Yeah. And Spain's gotten literally nothing out of the hostility. I mean, they got like one center in East Asia, but it doesn't. That's not a center you can keep.
So I feel like Spain should understand that long-term Ayutthaya comes for them, whereas we can stay allied.
Let's see if England stabbed us yet. Yes, England stabbed us, and I guessed wrong. I was outguessed. No. Fucking France.
Well, Spain followed their promises, so that's one good thing.
Okay, well, England got France to turn on us, so I think the Caribbean position is kind of washed. North America is also dead, I think. And I lost Ghent.
I mean, if England and France are allied against us, then things are going to go poorly. I don't foresee that lasting, so just maybe play for time and wait for them to turn on each other. There's no way that Salt keeps an alliance with France for more than a turn or two in my book.
Well, no, Salt's not going to keep the alliance, but the next time Salt stabs, he's just going to get everything, and it's going to be done. That's the thing. Okay, this is all very annoying.
Oh, okay. So Portugal tried to support Spain against us, and that move failed. So we at least have Spain on side. I'd like to see. I'm gonna send them some praise.
Yeah.
Something had to be right.
Okay, this is a predicament. I have a 50-50 on whether I'm losing Amazon, because I'm gambling. Portugal also did stab Spain, so that helps us, kind of. Do we have retreats? I don't think so.
Ghent has a retreat.
Oh yeah, we have Ghent. Ghent is going to Amsterdam.
Oh man, I can't tell you how amazing it is that something finally broke our way diplomatically with Spain. Oh, they moved everything west. It's fantastic to see. Also, Ming kept their word, which is huge, and is killing Portugal. My position's looking up as much as your position is looking down. Hopefully I can feed you some builds.
I'm trying to get France to turn on England again.
Like, just play off of the salt factor. Like, there's literally no way that this is going to turn out well for France. Also, I think we just need Gulf of Mannar to get dislodged so we can disband it, because we're not getting anywhere in India. We're pro France right now, right? Yeah. So I can't even try to sneak Maldives or something like that. Maldives. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Maldives. I mean, he's not moving it anyways. We can maybe get France to help us versus Portugal though, because Portugal's like, I assume Portugal stabbed France. Like, I assume Portugal's stabbing everybody. Oh, Portugal didn't stab France. Okay.
I mean, Portugal's losing hard in Asia, at least. Like, their position is just gone in Asia. We have guaranteed take on Flores and Timor. We only get one of them, but it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Did England stab Portugal here? Is that a stab, or is that... I think that's England helping Portugal. No, England stabbed Portugal. Did orders get locked? Oh, they didn't get locked. Okay, thank God.
Not really sure what to do with Danny, actually, now that Spain and Mapuche are on our side.
Spain, yeah, and
It's
hopefully
just kind of chilling.
you just core it and, you know, make
Yeah.
it funny.
I mean, it's a good garrison unit, if nothing else.
The problem is I'm telling Portugal to stab England because England's getting too strong, but Portugal is also getting quite powerful out of all of this.
I mean, they're about to lose 4 centers in Asia, if that makes you feel any better.
That is very good.
Unfortunately, Ayutthaya is just an absolute monster.
That was inevitable.
Yeah, we lose Sumatra here 100%.
Oh, yeah. I mean, unless France could support us to hold there, and then maybe if, like, Mughals cut Andaman Sea. Can you see about Mughals cutting Andaman Sea, possibly? Like, there's a point like 1% chance we hold this.
Yeah, they probably actually are going to be complacent about it, so... Well, Andaman Sea can actually support the attack on Sumatra, so... Also, that army in Sambas is pretty useless, but...
It's good for getting a dot.
Yeah, I just think I think we get dislodged there. We'd have to ask Spain to support us.
Hmm. Yeah, Spain's got to support us to hold. I think they will. I mean, maybe they'll stab. There is a chance they just, like, snipe Manado here, and we just lose. And, like, maybe Ayutthaya supports them to Sambas, but, like, you know... in that case, we were never going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, France agreed to support us to hold in Sumatra.
I'm just gonna move Gulf of Mannar out into Indian Ocean. I don't know what else to do with it. We're not making any progress in India with 1 unit.
I'm gonna see about assembling Spain, France, and us into a group channel to do anti-England stuff.
Okay.
Pull my chair closer to my desk, and we're gonna work on this.
20 minutes. It feels like such a short amount of time.
All right, I'm gonna make a triple channel.
All right.
How long do we have for orders? Oh, 17 minutes, thank God. I have like all the time in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, Amara for some reason just offering to give me Madeira. I don't know if I believe it, but like, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, I don't really understand why they do that, but
France really needs to respond in this coalition channel.
Of course, Tengara has 2 G's and 1 R, not 1 G and 2 R's. How could I not know that? Everyone knows Tengara. Is Spain committed to supporting it? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Either we lose it or we don't.
Yeah.
It's an isolated unit. Sumatra's pretty isolated.
Okay, we're gonna just get all of the moves set up.
Well, Africa went horrifically badly. I am now seeing.
Oh yeah, I mean when.
Holy crap!
What the? Oh my God! What did he? He was creative tactically. Oh, and
yes.
Yeah, you were not creative tactically. Yeah. Although you do hold on to Sao Tome, so you're actually. Yeah, but England stab, so it just like all dies. We're going to have disbands this year, I think, unless I can like magic something over here, which isn't out of the question. I have some magical abilities I can put to use.
I mean, I have 1 fleet in this area. There's nothing I could have done. Even if I knew his orders, I wouldn't have been able to. I guess I could have bounced Fernando Po is what I could have done, but...
Yeah, you could have bounced Fernando Po in Gulf of Guinea, I guess, but even then, it doesn't really make a difference. And actually, it does. It saves us a lot. So, but that's the only difference.
Well, it would have just gotten into Lopez Bay then. Right.
Okay, I gotta examine. I have doubts about France actually being willing to commit to any of this, but we have to try.
We're definitely disbanding something, even if I get centers in Asia.
Hmm.
But well, when the diplomacy turns against you like this, it's life.
Yeah. I blame France for never building a fleet in Nantes, despite me repeatedly being like, hey, let's do anti-England. I about half expect France to just brutally stab us here and kill us off. But, you know, go out with a bang. At least we'd be the ones who tried. We'd be the ones who tried to oppose France. Or not France, England.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, from a detached perspective, I'm fine with Spain and Flair doing well. I mean, that makes me kind of happy for them, but obviously I'm going to try to oppose it.
Salt and Flair, but yeah. Yeah, this is...
What did I say?
I used Spain and Flair, and I was like, Spain's not doing well. They got brutally
Salt
stabbed.
and Flair. Yeah.
Spain got brutally stabbed. There was nothing. Is Congo actively throwing to Portugal?
Yes.
Yes. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do this in a Blitz game of all things? Oh my god, I'm gonna publicly call out Congo. What is this, year 3? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that was
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Okay, France is nominally agreeing to things. I don't trust it. No, he stabbed me. Well then, like, what are these moves?
Okay. I'm going to do something that might look a little silly.
Are you taking a big
But
swing?
I think it's... So my thought process is, if I assume that Congo is hard throwing like this, then I think I'm just going to try to position to take what I can. I don't know, whatever. With our disbands, it might just end up we need to liquidate the position in Africa anyway, so
I guess if I guess wrong, it doesn't really matter. I just don't feel like there's any point in trying to do like defensive plays in Africa in order to try to hang on when England's coming for us and Congo is just suicidally charging at us.
Yeah, and then
I
Congo's
don't
like,
know.
you'll see after the game that I'm truthful. I'm like, okay, even if you are not intentionally throwing to Portugal, you are definitely throwing to Portugal anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make a difference what you're throwing. Also, Athabasca got brutally stabbed. Is that brutal? No, it's not really brutal. It's not even a stab. It's just Athabasca prioritizing fighting France over fighting Inuit. Which is a decision that you can make, but it's also going to get him killed. So...
What did we go down 2, it looks like?
we'll see. Oh, Tokugawa's going to help us to hold. Amazing.
I'm not so sure about that.
I mean, we're just going to
So
sit still
the thing
and
is,
not do anything.
oh, orders aren't even locked yet.
Nope.
Oh, we still have 4 minutes.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought we were.
I mean, we just have like nothing to do because, I mean, either things go well or they don't, and there's not really much we can say to get it to go that way.
Yeah. Support you to hold in Okinawa. Why? It's not even helpful. We don't care. Unless they think that Ming is stabbing us, which they worked with me last turn. And I'm offering to help them into Omami, so why would Ming stab me when I'm already helping them into a center? Yeah, the Tokugawa message is just gibberish.
I mean, we're not making any decisions off of it.
Yeah. Is France giving us Ghent back, or?
No, they're keeping Ghent, but I'm keeping Cayenne and Cape Haitian, so it works.
All right.
Oh, we're both Spain and I are both asking to support each other in.
Holy crap! Firebender got absolutely romped.
Yeah, I'm not sure what inspired that.
Typical Poland life. All your neighbors decide to split you up and eat you.
Okay, I'm just gonna cover Amazon. I'm not supporting Spain in, but I'm not gonna bounce them out either. Hey, on the bright side, if we die immediately, the Blitz end, we don't have to, don't got to worry as much about the Blitz. Alright, order's locked. Am I stabbed? Am I stabbed? Oh, my Dara order didn't make it through.
No, it's fine. That was, I mean, I already promised to support Banda. I was just thinking they might not even notice if I don't support Banda, and I'd rather get the long go move in, but I think everything we do in Africa is kind of a wash anyway.
The Dutch need a third center in Europe, maybe. Okay, maybe I'm biased saying that playing Dutch right now, but oh my god, there's so little you can do.
No, I agree. My thought process was actually that Portugal should get a secondary capital in Rio, and the Dutch should get a secondary capital in Batavia.
That might help, but if you lose Europe, you're not really getting to your win condition anyways.
Why? It's only 2 centers.
Yeah, but
you can absolutely.
But look, it starts with 2 centers, but see, we had 5 this year here, for example.
Right. I think you could theoretically do it, but unlikely.
I feel like we might lose Bremen here, and I kind of had an oversight. Because if Poland is dislodged from Brandenburg, then they might retreat into Bremen. Or Austria might dot us there.
I should probably stop stressing the bot. I just want to know.
Yeah. Oh, fall moves. Oh yeah, yeah, France went for a stab on us. Oh, hell yeah, Poland bounced Austria out of Bremen. I don't think that was intentional, but it worked really well. Oh, Spain. No, okay, yeah.
Spain helped us, here. Wait.
France.
Did they just...
France stabs us again. This is so sad. I don't understand why France did this, though. I mean, I guess you get a capation, and that's, that's kind of nice. But, literally, France got no other centers out of that. France has just vassalized themselves to England, effectively.
Alright, what's the damage?
Well, let's see. What are the orders? Okay. Oh, we're -5. Okay.
-5.
Doesn't matter what we disband.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna retreat everything. And make them paranoid. And then disband. I'm just going to disband everything in North America and the Caribbean. So that's 4 of our disbands. And then we have one more. And that extra disband's probably in South America. I can afford it. Or we can do it in Africa. Up to you.
I mean, let me take a while in order to kind of look over some things.
We'll have 15 minutes. I'm gonna...
All right. The Africa position is strangely salvageable.
Nice.
My weird play actually paid off, so I'm happy about this. Yeah, I would... Ming did stab us, which is...
Expected.
Yeah.
Expected. Everyone's going to be stabbed.
And not pressuring Ayutthaya at all. Spain stayed loyal for once in our lives. Actually, would have been better off stabbing us now that I look at it, but...
Well, I managed to hold together our position in South America with like toothpicks and whatever it is I hold together positions with.
Yeah.
Yeah, France just took advantage of me wanting to fight England to not have to cover Fort Detroit or Cherokee. But it just makes no sense to me that France is doing this. They're -1. Like, they would have gained more by cooperating with me anyways. Or they could have, like, demanded to have a dot in exchange. I don't know. This is just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
I mean, this just looks like an England runaway, to be honest.
This is just an England runaway. Unless, like, literally... Like, Spain is the only one cooperating with us here and who acknowledges that England's running away with the game.
I'm kind of happy to see a huge Shoshone, though, just because they usually do so badly. Spain going +0 here, mostly because they're falling apart in North America, means they are... I don't know if they're more or less likely to stab us now.
I think less.
Unfortunately, we're still super exposed to Spain. So...
We are always going to be super exposed to Spain. I just don't think Spain's ever going to stab us. Because if they stab us, I don't know, they, like, vaguely have bad times or something. But France still supports us to hold in Sumatra, which is just odd to me. I don't... Like, they do all this stabbing of us elsewhere, and then they support us the whole... I don't know. I wish I had stabbed France, in hindsight. I would have gotten exactly 1 dot out of it. Or 2. I could have gotten Ghent back, but I didn't take it back. Oh, we're so dead. Europe is dead. I guess we're going to exile ourselves to, like, Indonesia and South America. I don't see Europe going at all well.
It's fine.
Oh, I have a dog barking in the background. Bork. Looks like Poland managed to stay even this year. Maybe go plus? That's funny. Oh yeah, we could disband stuff in East Asia. I don't see why we'd do that. Oh, Ming, yeah, that's right. Ming did stab us. That is correct.
They're not really set up in order to recover.
I think we disband one of them. No, we disband everything in the Americas, because there's no point in having units over there.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
main problem we've had so far are the Portugal players and the France players, and those are it. If Portugal had been friendlier, things would have been better. If France would have been smarter, things would have been better.
Yeah.
But alas.
I think the Congo player was a huge problem.
I mean, yeah, but we did stab him, so I'm not quite so upset about Congo acting the way he has.
We dotted Congo. Like, we took Mandara with support from one of his enemies. It's hardly a stab.
Guess yeah, it wasn't really a full stab either. He just like tossed. I don't know. He claims he's not throwing to Portugal, but like hello.
I mean, he's just yeah.
We're not stupid. Anyways, bunker South America.
If Spain stabs, like, we're completely lost here. But I think we just need to operate under the assumption that Spain's going to stay friendly to us.
Yeah, if we want any chance of like holding on for a good while. All right, let's see how the moves look. Right. Once orders are unlocked. Yep. No, they got it. Okay, those are my disbands.
Would it be of any value to you to keep one of those units around? Because I figure if I'm disbanding Okinawa Trough, I might as well just disband Okinawa as well. One single unit does very little for me.
No, there's literally nothing I can do with these units.
Okay.
At least with Okinawa, you can maybe cooperate with like Tokugawa to hold it, right?
Yep, fair enough. Yeah.
And I'm being passive aggressive to France. I'm telling them I'm disbanding everything in the Americas. Good luck with your +8 England.
That's just aggressive.
True.
What? Hello?
What? Oh, there it goes.
Nothing. I just.
Oh, you didn't double order. Yeah.
I put it on two different lines. All right. Let's see if we can't patch things up with Tokugawa. I'm not. Every center counts, right? Where are you?
Mm-hmm.
Tokugawa. worst part about Spain being the one ally is like we're really not even particularly well set up in order to help each other.
Yeah, I mean, if we had the Tribble with France, if France had committed to being anti-England, then we would have been excellent against England. England would have lost a lot of centers next year if we had all been able to cooperate. But instead,
Yeah.
France did the short-sighted thing, and like one dot stabbed me. And still went -1. So like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're just kind of getting screwed.
I did just want. It's too late, right? Yeah, it's way too late.
What?
I kind of just wanted to disband the Sampus army because it's so frustrating, but it's too late now. Doesn't matter.
Disband.
It's probably more useful than
We still have
other units.
What would we? You mean the Sambus army?
Yeah,
Oh, I mean,
it just gets in the way.
it does get in the way, but it also means that like we can maybe just like hold this position indefinitely with Spain's help. And I mean,
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think we
much.
need to do Sumach. Okay, I've got a plan.
I mean, our builds are going to be locked, and then they're not going to be adjudicated until afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That's fine then.
All right, well, with our disbands in, I'm probably going to start the break now. I guess why not, right?
All right, sounds good.
So, for everyone watching, this was part 1. It went really well, as you can see.
Yeah, we're still alive.
Yep, we'll see. Maybe Sweden. Sweden says they'll fight England, so hopefully they do that.
At least we're not Portugal, or at least we're not Poland. How about that?
Yep, and with that, part 1 is concluded.